In her more than 30 years with IBM, Marie has held a variety of technical and executive roles. Most recently, she was named into her current position as General Manager of Middleware, where she leads an organization of more than 10,000 IT professionals. Ms. Wieck holds an MBA from New York University, an MS in Computer Science from Columbia University, and a BS in Engineering from the Cooper Union. She is on the board of the Anita Borg Institute and Charity Navigator, co-chair of IBM's Global Work-Life Council, and a passionate supporter of women in technology. She won the SWE Work-Life Balance Award in 2005, the President's Citation from Cooper Union for her contributions to technology in 2004, and an IBM Corporate Technical Recognition Award for her work on mainframe performance. Let's watch a video about Marie.
I've always loved math and science, and I think I got that from my dad, who ultimately wanted to be an engineer, but growing up in Germany in World War II, had to make other plans. People say this a lot, but I think the greatest thing that I learned from my parents was just a work ethic and the ability that there's nothing to hold you back. That if you set your mind to it, if you can read or learn, that you can do anything you want. I worked in IBM as a summer student 1 year in Poughkeepsie and had a great experience with that. I had a short stint in Bell Labs and went on for my master's, but was drawn back by some of the great managers that were here in IBM to pursue my career here.
Marie and I actually started our careers back in the IBM Poughkeepsie facility, which is a large facility. She was actually in hardware engineering and I was on the software team, and our paths have crossed many times throughout our careers. Marie's always been a transformational leader. She loves to take on new projects to solve really hard problems. I think it's the engineer in Marie that gets her going. But she's got a great combination of a business sense and a technical sense.
So I think one of the skills I try to bring to the table is that natural curiosity from growing up and learning. You know, I always like to go into a new job of what can I give back and what can I learn.
A great example of Marie's technical leadership is her ability to bring together diverse business units and culture to form whole new strategies and opportunities for IBM. One example is what she did to help form the Mobile First business unit and the key alliances like the one with Apple that brought together a transformational partnership in the area of mobile industry solutions.
The lucky thing that I've seen through my career and it growing is just my personal life as well. You know, getting married, growing a family, building a house, doing a lot of things that everybody wants to do to stay grounded, but having the flexibility to make choices there too.
It's been incredibly important for me to have a senior executive female mentor. You see that it can be possible to have a balance. You see that it can be possible to be incredibly humble. You see it can be possible to come from a very technical background and translate that to a very successful business career. And I think, again, you know, one of the most important things is it's encouraged me to kind of give back in the community.
Again, I think the most important thing is believing in yourself and then doing what you are most passionate about. And there's no right answer on what that is, but if you can make a difference, if you can make someplace better for having been there, even if all you leave behind is a smile, that's a really great thing.
So, introducing Marie is the wonderful Sandy Carter. Sandy Carter is General Manager and Ecosystem Development and Social Business Evangelist at IBM, and a 2010 WITI Hall of Fame honoree. Sandy is a recognized leader in social business, a best-selling author, and one of the most influential women in Web 2.0 technology. Sandy.
Wow, what a great evening. I first want to congratulate Cheryl and Chiming, Michelle, and Pam on their awards. So it's a huge honor, and I really want to say Congratulations. But I am, in particular, excited to be here tonight to honor Marie Wieck. And I told you guys today that I love quotes, so I have 3 quotes to introduce Marie. The first quote is, "Well-behaved women rarely make history." Now, I can't tell you all the great stories about Marie in that regard, but what I can tell you about Marie is that she is truly a pioneer. If a way does not exist, she creates the way. So I don't know if you know this, but at IBM, she was the first executive to do a part-time role as an executive, whether man or woman. And because that program did not exist at IBM, she was a trailblazer to help our human resources team create such a program that is now being used by many executives throughout IBM. And I think it's really important because some of the reasons she did that is that family and work-life balance are so important to her. And so she made a difference, and she was a trailblazer. The second quote that brings to mind to me Marie is, "Little girls with dreams become women with great vision." And one of the things I love about Marie, you heard about her technical prowess with the mainframe. Mainframe has major market share. So not only did she think about the technology, but how to grow that technology in the marketplace. I think about her leadership on an area for IBM called WebSphere, 70% market share. She was the product line manager, so taking that technical degree again and leveraging it with technology. You heard some about the creation of mobile, which is tremendous now in terms of growth under Marie's leadership, and in particular, formation of that Apple alliance. Very visionary, starting with a little girl with a dream, with a big vision. And now she has a group that's helping to drive cloud services, again, helping to transform IBM into the next generation. And the final quote that I have for Marie is, "A strong woman stands up for herself, but a stronger woman stands up for others." And this is what I truly admire about Marie. She's very authentic, and she truly stands up for women, not just at IBM, but throughout the industry. When I was talking to some women about her winning the award, these are the words they used with me to describe Marie. She's inspirational. She's amazing. She's motivating. She's the reason I'm at IBM. She's the reason I'm in technology. And she made my life better. What else could you really ask for? In fact, my final quote, it says that people forget what you say, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. And Marie always makes you feel great about yourself, even when delivering bad news, I have to say. She is truly an inspiration at IBM and in the industry, and she is such a dear friend and inspiration to me. So it is my great honor and the honor of IBM to introduce Marie Wieck, Hall of Fame inductee 2015.
Wow. So thank you all so much, and congratulations to all the other honorees tonight. I'm just blushing. That's the only way to say it. And thank you, Sandy, for the great introduction, and Carolyn and the entire WITI team. Thanks for a great evening and for the work you do to inspire all of us and how to really move forward. And, you know, you saw in the video, my parents were real role models for me. I think it's very ironic. Today is the anniversary of my father's death. And I
I really think he's looking down right now, smiling. And I gotta thank my wonderful husband. And he's really been the supporter, the person that always prodded me to do some of the things that I didn't think I could do. And my two amazing daughters, who are, I think, destined to be geeks with two engineers for parents, but that's okay. And they really have encouraged me to do all the things that I could do. And I have to thank IBM and all of the IBMers, all of you that are here too, because that's what makes the company. And the company really has given me the flexibility, as you heard, to try new things, to make it work so that I could be passionate about the two things that are most important to me, being an engineer and being a mom. And that combination and being able to do different things at different points in your career to make it all work is really what it's all about. In fact, today, 2/3 of our women executives are working moms. And to me, that says you can have both, and you really can pay it forward for the next generation as well. And, you know, with that kind of background and that kind of opportunity, to me, I would have thought that we'd be further along in our progress. But in thinking about where we are today, I looked at some of the studies from the American University women, and only 26% of women represent the computing field today. Engineers, where I started, right now in total are only 12%. That's less than when I started my career, and that is actually the number, the percentage, in 1960, which is the year I was born. So we haven't made the kind of progress that I think is most important for that next generation and what we're really going to do to pay it forward. Now, my grandmother always said, you're not allowed to complain unless you're prepared to do something about it. And all of you I know are here because you all want to help drive change. And I think the most important aspect right now to really drive systemic change is really a change in the climate. This is not a women's issue. To me, this is a workplace issue. It is an innovation imperative. And if we're going to continue to succeed, we have to have more women. We know from every study that teams with more women do better. They drive better results, they have more innovation. And the only way we're going to have more women in technology is if the men help. Quick story. Early in my career, I was invited to a very big engineering review. Picture 40 people. I was one of 2 women. I was probably one of the youngest people in the room. I asked a question of one of the senior engineers presenting. And he said, I'm sorry, miss, we don't have time to answer that right now, but I'll take it up with you later. Very polite, but dismissive. The senior leader in the room said, her name's Marie. It was a good question. We'll make time. In that moment, my career changed. Imagine for a second if every woman, if every one of our daughters had that kind of experience where they were empowered to find their voice and have the confidence that they had something to say. I think that would really help make women roar. And I think there's a way to do it. We have to recruit senior men who are going to, like my sponsor, be a partner for change, cultural change. And then we all together have to identify and help correct those subtle unconscious biases that hold back women and all underrepresented minorities. If there aren't 3 of someone in a room, they're not going to have the confidence to do what it takes to be heard. So I know you all want to drive change. I hope you'll help join me in bringing that forward to really get a community and a support that really represents that everyone can have this kind of recognition and this kind of success. So thank you all again, and let's go make a difference.